Hi everybody. Thank you for joining me tonight. It's my business journey journal, and our topic tonight is merchandise me. I'm so excited. I got my new hoodie in, and it's like a light blue sky color. I like the fabric. It's nice. So I needed to showcase it today. And of course, I have my Sip and Think mug, my Classic Vision. This is with the yellow trim. So yellow to me represents sunshine, energy, passion. But yellow could just be your favorite color. Who knows? So, if you haven't had a chance to watch any of my business journey journals, you can check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, IGTV, and at sherrysdreamcatcher.com, where we blog and integrate the videos into our blogs. So I just kind of wanted to recap a little bit. I don't know why, I just tend to recap every now and then, but in our last My Business Journey Journal, we discussed storefront, and we kind of reviewed 3 S's of e-commerce, which are storage space, safety protocols, and site design. So storage space, the best e-commerce platform will let your online shop sell online without limitations. Safety protocols is for the protection of you and your customers, and it's a must-have on all e-commerce sites. And 3, site design. The best e-commerce sites and functions of each tool should be clear, and it should be easy to select your desired options. So a top-notch site is going to have a builder that will make it easy to build your online store from the back. And it's going to have well-designed menus, filters, and other sorting options for your end user. So whoever goes on your website. Like I said previously, my business Envision Dream LLC, that is a work in progress daily. So tonight's topic is merchandise me. I have here, remember the needs of your customers. Imagine that you're shopping on your own online store. So we're going to try to take ourselves out of the builder or the entrepreneur, and we're going to put ourselves on the outside, and we're going to look in. So we're going to step out of the box, and we're going to look at the box. What's inside that box. But while we're outside of that box, or outside of your website, we're going to be looking at all the space that's outside of that too. Your reach. Okay? So, merchandise, apparently. I like to look things up. So, merchandise are goods to be bought and sold. Right? Kind of like this sweatshirt or these Sip and Think mugs. They're goods to be bought and sold. Right? But it can also be personal or commercial products, as well as commodities that are sold to members of the public, which is retail, or other businesses, wholesale. Merch is slang for merchandise. It's believed that the slang term merch was originated from Chicago, Illinois. It means to put it on something. So let me say that again. So merch is slang for to put it on something, or to be able to provide factual evidence that something is what you're claiming it to be. So I have factual evidence. I'm wearing it. Factual evidence. I'm sipping my factual evidence. Merch. Right? Merchandise is an asset. So when I take in some inventory, like sweatshirts, yoga pants, hats, beanies, towels, sip and think mugs, that's my asset. So merchandise is an asset. Here I have two definitions, okay? So if you're an accounting major, you'll probably understand that within accounting, merchandise is considered a current asset because it is usually expected to be liquidated, which is sold or turned into cash within a year. So at the end of December, I was trying to liquidate all of my merchandise that was left in inventory so that I could get some of my money back, right? I wanted to turn that into cash, but I wanted to end it for the year so that when I'm pulling my paperwork, it'll just show a year's worth, right? 2, when purchased, merchandise should be debited to the inventory account and credited to the cash or accounts payable, depending on how the merchandise was paid for. So whichever account you took it out of, it's kind of like you got one account here and one account here, and whichever one you took it out, it has to balance, right? Yes, I was an accounting major, and I worked in accounts payables and receivables for many years. Don't ask me how to set it up at the moment, because that's not what we're focused on. We're focused on merchandising. So there are 2 types of merchandising. We've touched upon them. One is retail, and the other is wholesale. So a retail company is a company that sells products directly to the customers. So if you order off of my website tonight, or order off of me personally of what I have in stock or in inventory, that's retail, right? I'm selling it to you directly, to the customer directly. However, a wholesale company is a company that buys items in bulk from manufacturers and resell them to retailers or other wholesalers. So with my business, I have an option to sell both at retail or at wholesale. It's the beauty of owning your own company and creating your own merchandise. The term merchandising ensures products are displayed correctly and for maximum impact. So, let's see. The term merchandising ensures products are displayed correctly and for maximum impact. Well, I'm going to look further into impact. How do we want to impact our company, our brand, those around us? So impact is a key word here. I went from merchandise to merchandising to what is an e-commerce merchandising. Because a lot of times when you're doing your research, they just focus on one particular way of merchandising. Well, we already found out that you can do it in retail or you can do it in wholesale, right? Well, if you had watched my previous video on storefront, there's two different ways to have a storefront. There is the typical physical storefront building, or there's the e-commerce, which is the virtual storefront. So with merchandise, there's e-commerce merchandising, which is the art and science of displaying products or offers on a website with the goal of increasing sales. Hi, Liz. So, e-commerce merchandising is the art and science. I'm going to underline that, okay, because it's an art form. It's a science of displaying products or offers on a website. So, or offers. Offers could be your discounts, 2-for-1, free shipping. So, offers on a website are also part of the art and the science of e-commerce merchandising. It has a goal of increasing your sales. Just reading something real quick. Okay, so it says generating sellers' merchandise online may help small and mid-sized businesses to improve sales too. So obviously it's beneficial to everybody. The goal of merchandising. I know, am I talking too fast? So the goal of merchandising, I have two goals. The goal of a retail merchandising activity, so this is a merchandising activity, is to support a retail strategy that generates revenue for the retailer and value for the customer. So there's a couple of things here. Under goals of merchandising, the activity is to support, okay, a retail strategy. So what's your retail strategy that's going to generate revenue for the retailer, which is you, and for the value of the customer. So there's a lot of key words just in that first definition. So we're looking at what is merchandising activity. It's used to support a retail strategy. Well, what's your retail strategy? Your retail strategy is going to help generate revenue for the retailer who's selling the products, and it's going to create a value for the customer. So that's very important. I feel like I'm dissecting it. The second definition or goal of merchandising is the selection of merchandise and the type of goods and services a retailer decides to stock, which are key retail strategies. So we talked about inventory and liquidating it at the end of the year. However, some businesses have quarters, so they want to liquidate within quarters too, So you really have to look at, okay, my retail strategy is going to generate revenue, but it's also going to give value. So the activity is supporting generating revenue and giving value. However, in order to do that within our strategy, we need to figure out which products or which selections of products we're going to display. And that's part of the strategy. So every time I get on here, every time I do a live video, I have a strategy. I want to flaunt my stuff. I want to show you what I got. not only do I want to show you what I got, I want to tell you what it means, how it makes me feel, you know, what are the options, what it means to me, what it could mean to you. I'm trying to give you value for if you were to drink out of this handy dandy, beautiful, classic, sip and think, envision dream mug with the yellow trim. To me, it represents sunshine. So when I think of sunshine, I remember my mom singing, "You Are My Sunshine." Or it reminds me of, a happy day. So that's the value that it means to me, and maybe it would mean the same to you. There are 5 R's in merchandising, okay? So the R stands for rights. So it's technically the 5 rights of merchandising, which are providing the right merchandise, number 1, at the right place, number 2, at the right time, number 3, in the right quantities, number 4, at the right price. Oh, did I say at the right price at number 2? My bad. I'll redo it. You know, we all make mistakes. So providing the right merchandise is number 1. At the right place is number 2. At the right time is number 3. Number 4 is in the right quantities. And 5, at the right price. I know, isn't the yellow so cute? I also have it with, hold on, let me move Lizzie so you can see. Look, I have the yellow right there with the rainbow heart too. I have them all. I collect them all. And it's funny, whatever my emotions are, that's the one I'm going to grab out of the cupboard. And what I love about it is my kids drink from them too. They put, you know, chocolate milk and iced tea and all that stuff in there, but sometimes my kids eat their cereal out of their cup. It's portioned. Here in the most important aspect of merchandising. It seems simple on the surface, okay? But it's more of a science than an art. Remember we just said, hi Jen. Jen has one of these mugs. Jen, I think, do you have the yellow one like this? Or do you have the blue like this? Because Liz likes the yellow. We just said that one of the, oh God, I gotta go back here to my notes. Okay, so part of e-commerce merchandise. So you do have the classic yellow with the trim. So we said e-commerce merchandising is an art and a science of displaying products, right? But now we're talking about the most important aspect of merchandising, which they say it seems simple on the surface, but it's more of the science than the art. So the primary importance of merchandising is to clearly display products so that they are easy to find. The more products displayed, the more complex the process. I run into this situation all the time where there's so many options, I don't know what to choose. But because I love them so much, I have them all. I'm like, I don't know, maybe I'm a hoarder or I'm a collector, but I love them all, so I buy them all, you know? Jen, this is my new sweatshirt. This is the one, I have it in yellow, but this is the blue sky. It's so comfortable. Like, literally, it's so comfortable. I'll have to have you try it on because it's light. Troy was saying it's like a dry fit, so it's comfortable. I love it. And I've got this style in yellow and in blue, so it's the material. There are 4 key elements of visual merchandising. They are store exterior, store layout, store interior, and store interior display. I'm just going to brief over those 4 key elements and keep going. There are 4 basic displays. So the 4 basic types of displays are those that will feature one item. All right, hold on. Let me get one item. One item. Trapped ruby. Whoops. One item. All right. Similar products. Okay, so the top line, similar products, right? Second line, similar products. Third line, similar products. Related products. So, Envision Dream, Envision Dream, Envision Dream, related. They're all related under one collection, right? And then a cross mix of items. Trapped Ruby, Envision Dream. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Don't touch that dial. Oops. And Tribe Vibe. It's a cross mix. So I can wear all 3 and still look good. So, that's my son's. My son's Trapped Ruby. The hoodie. It's awesome. I'll let you guys try it on. Honestly, I have clothes that you can try on. So if you want to try like sizing and stuff, I definitely have that. Which, by the way, Liz, I ordered my earrings. I wanted to wear them tonight, but I had reached out to Allie, and I didn't get them yet tonight, so it just had to do with a little scheduling. But instead, I have my wampum earrings on that Jennifer made me, which I love these too. Back to basic displays. So, the 4 basic types of displays are those that feature one item, similar products, related products, and a cross mix of items. All right, so now we're getting into effective merchandising. Whew, some big words here. Effective. Effective merchandising means getting the most out of your retail space. Hotspots make ideal space for products that establish your image, new and seasonal merchandise, and advertise specials. Fixtures and displays in your hotspots guide shopper browsing and encourage impulse buying. So where you display it. If I walk into a store and I go right to the sale rack, what can I get on sale? That's a hot space. So maybe on my e-commerce website, I should create a sale segment. It's given me an idea. Not right today, but sounds like a good idea. Sale items. That might be a hot spot. So, in order to use effective merchandising, the first stage is merchandise planning. So yes, people, we're going back to the science, not necessarily the art. However, the art is in how you display it, right? So that people will buy it. Merchandise planning. It says here that budgeting is the first stage of the merchandise planning, because first you need to know how much of your money will be invested or how you can minimize it. So, yeah, am I able to bring in inventory to my retail store? Am I able to give a discount? Am I able to have a discount hotspot page on my website? Thanks for joining me, Han. Don't worry, I'm going to upload it so you can watch it later. So, a merchandising budget is a document that will outline, so it's a document that's going to outline how much of the company expects to sell in the new season, as well as how many goods it plans to purchase. So it's a little bit of a guessing game. Well, do I have enough to buy this? And will I sell enough of this? It also specifies what type of pricing markups the company anticipates making and any reductions to help move inventory. So having this detailed outline document, which is your merchandising budget, is going to help you figure out what your profit's going to be, how much inventory you can have, and what your discount's going to be. Sometimes people, what they'll do in their retail store is only discount on certain products. Maybe you can't discount on the whole entire site or the entire store. Maybe it's just certain products, which is why they tend to mark down seasonal items towards the end of the season, right? So merchandising planning is a systematic approach. We're looking at a systematic approach to planning, buying, and selling merchandise. Because we want to maximize our return on our investment, while simultaneously making merchandise available at the places, times, prices, and quantities that the market demands. Going back to those 5 R's of merchandising. So you have your merchandising budget, you started on your merchandising plan. So merchandising also has a strategy, right? The basic components of retail merchandise planning, which is part of your strategy. You like the color on me? I love it. It's my favorite color. I love it. I love it. We'll have to get you it in yellow. It's so comfortable. We can go out on the boat in it. It's believe me, it's wicked comfortable. It's a different material than the classic hoodies that I already have up there. So the basic components of retail merchandise planning include, there's 8 of them. Your product, first and foremost. The basic component of any merchandise mix is the product. 2, range. So this refers to the variety of merchandise that you sell. So how much, like if you're going to do a selection or if you're going to do a mix. So that's your range. Your price, your assortment, your space. Perform a post-season analysis. I have not done that, but I am not afraid to look it up. Forecast sales. Plan and implement the assortment. So there's going to be a lot more details with planning and implementing assortments and performing a post-season analysis as well as a forecasting sales. There's a lot more involved in that. These are just the basic components. Retail merchandise rule. What is wrong with me today? Retail merchandising rules that will help tip the scale in your favor. So there's 7 of them. One is to think about the customer's journey. My journey. Envision dream. It's not my journey, it's your journey too. But when you're wearing it, you can say my journey. Because pieced together, this is your journey. So think about the customer's journey. Support your product's narrative. You polish up on your storytelling. So each piece has a story. Understand why customers don't buy. Well, why aren't they buying? Do they not like what I do? Why don't they like my products? Try to understand why they wouldn't buy. What are the other factors? Advocate for premium shelf space. So advocate is the key word here. Research retail merchandising trends, which if you use your SEO, going back to storefront, search engine optimization, you're going to research the trends, right? Try to avoid out of stock. So there are things that you want to try to avoid. Maintain retailer relationships. Your relationships are key here with being able to grow and network. I'm going to dive into that one, I think, further down the road, but that's a good one. There are 7 e-commerce merchandising strategies to help you increase sales. Okay? One is to mobile, responsive, and optimized. I gotta figure that one out. Mobile, responsive, and optimized. Hey, I'm learning just like you. Product discovery should be easy. Okay, so am I taking myself back out of being the retailer and putting myself in the shoes of the buyer? Product discovery should be easy. So if I'm a customer and I want to buy the product, it should be easy to find it, right? Get personal with recommendations. I've been recommending all night to get a Sip and Think Classic Vision mug with yellow trim and a blue sky hoodie. Why? Because it makes me feel good, and I want you to be able to feel good. Make your product descriptions great. To be completely honest with you, I have been working on that. That is a strategy I am working on. It takes time. Keep it simple. I never keep anything simple. That is my hardest part. That is my hardest part about selling anything, is I never keep it simple. Never. But apparently, I need to keep it simple. Focus on telling a story. Back to make sure your products tell a story and how it brings value to the customer. Highlight user-generated content. So these strategies are really geared towards marketing. So marketing is part of your strategy. Back to impact. Impact of visual merchandising. It helps create the right image, It invites interest in the right merchandise. It encourages purchasing. It makes the customer feel good about where he or she is doing the work. It creates a vision of the organization, and it draws in the customer. I also had some notes here about merchandiser skills. Apparently there's a job just for merchandisers and how they display the products for the owner, right? And what they do is they gain in-depth knowledge of the industry. They conduct accurate sales tracking. They gauge what products will maintain and build on the quality and reputation of the company while also knowing what will sell. They also passionately pursue product research. So that's if you're, if you are looking for someone who has merchandising skills, that's what they have. So it looks like they have passion behind them. And they focus on building quality, building and maintaining reputation. I do have a quote for you all tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for actually joining me tonight, engaging with me, supporting me, so I can support you on your journey, whether it's in business, whether it's in health, whether it's in finance, whatever it is. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And my quote tonight is, "It's not our art, but our heart on display." You got to really think about that one for a minute. It's not our art, but our heart on display. And that's by Gary Holland. So thank you all for joining me tonight for my Business Journey Journal. I hope you enjoyed yourselves and learned a little bit about Envision Dream, as well as a little bit about Merchandise Me. My next Business Journey Journal is going to be on February 9th with the topic inventory. I had a couple of words I was going to put before that, but I figured, let's focus on inventory. Let's break it down. That's going to be live on the 9th at Sheri's Dreamcatcher, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Instagram. I also have on Thursday, February 12th, is our Sip and Think chat with the topic discussion undecided. Now, next week I am getting my first vaccine shot, so I am not sure how I am going to feel or how I'm going to be. And so I like to, if I tell someone I'm going to do something, then I do it. That's just how I am. So I'm hoping that I'm able to join you all here on the 9th and the 12th, but it will depend on how I'm feeling. I've heard a lot of stories, so I won't know unless I try it myself. So tonight is Groundhog Day. And instead of driving you all crazy like the movie Groundhog Day, I will not repeat this entire episode unless you'd like me to. However, I will repeat my quote, which is, it's not our art, but our heart on display. Thank you for joining Sheri with my Business Journey Journal, Merchandise Me. And we will have our next My Business Journey Journal on February 9th, live on Instagram at Sheri's Dreamcatcher, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the topic inventory. You can also join me on Friday, February 12th, at Sheri's Dreamcatcher, where we're going to sip and think with the topic undecided. So, thank you all for joining me at Sheri's My Business Journey Journal. I can keep going. I was trying to do the Groundhog Day from the movie. Anyways, thank you everybody. Have a good night.